Welcome everybody. Since we're all family, bride and groom want to know that you're all very integral in the part in their lives and now going forward their lives as a couple. So it's our task to keep as a mentor and as a guide for them. Let's say a prayer, please. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for being here with us. We ask you to watch over this proceeding as Adam and Krystyn enter into the sacrament of matrimony. And Lord, be with us all through this heat. Keep us all safe. And we just thank you so much for all that you do. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Who gives this bride?
Mother and I.
There's a twin. Look, it's sitting right here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to start with a verse, Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 14. And some of you may have heard this one before, but I really come to like this because in my 63 years of existence, I really think that it speaks to what life is all about and that we all go through seasons in life. So Ecclesiastes 3, there's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the sun. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. What does the worker gain from this toil? I have seen the burden God has laid on men. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the hearts of men, yet they cannot fathom. What God has done from beginning to end, I know that there is nothing better for men than to be happy and to do good while they live, that everyone may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all his toil. This is the gift of God. I know that everyone God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it. Nothing can be taken away from it. God does it so that men will revere him. So in marriage, there's seasons. There's good seasons, there's bad seasons. And we've come up with a few of life seasons for both of you two. So we're going to start out, well, first before I do that, I want to say that there's seasons in life. There's the season of honeymoon. There's a season of settling in as a married couple. There's a season of children, and each children has its different season. There's a season of empty nest, and then there's a season of old age. So each of these overall seasons is the daily season. And back to that, we've come up with a list of different seasons that we have endured through both of you. So I'll start out with Adam. Adam's proud seasons. Great joy of your birth. Running cross country and track. Doing your homework right, no matter how long it took. Your mission to Panama, mission trip. High school graduation. Your Rose Holman graduation. Being a big brother to a young child. Sponsoring a child. Your commissioning and service in the Marine Corps. And today accepting the bond of marriage with Krystyn. Krystyn, your proud seasons. The great joy of your birth. Helping raise your sister and brother. Wanting to be a teacher. Your dancing, your tap, ballet, and jazz. Being in choir. Your high school graduation, finishing 8th in your class. College graduation from IU. Being a great napper. Your love for animals. And today accepting the bond of marriage with Adam. Now, our not so proud seasons. Thinking there are sharks in the swimming pool. Oh, I'm sorry. Try and cut off the cast on your hand because you didn't want it anymore. Getting a call at midnight. Mrs. DeMasie, Adam's inebriated. He fell on his face in the driveway. And punching that kid you worked with, even though he deserved it. Krystyn,
Oh no.
you're not so proud seasons. Playing Simba and biting your mother's back, leaving teeth marks.
That was a bad one.
Impersonating Jessica Rabbit,
Oh.
acting like you're smoking and looking sexy. Being a bit gullible.
Oh.
Playing on a toddler coaster when you were too big, sliding down and running into AJ and giving him a black eye. So both of you continue to have your proud and not so proud seasons. It's easy to love someone during the proud seasons, not so easy during the not so proud seasons. But as a married couple, no matter what you do, it affects both of you. The key to lasting marriage, I've got a list of 4 here. I'm going to impart these upon you. Put God first in your marriage and decisions based on His Word. Proverbs 3:5 says, with all your heart you must trust the Lord and not your own judgment. Believe in and commit to each other. Ephesians 5:25 says, a husband should love his wife as much as Christ loved the church and gave his life for it. If or when you have children, they become third after these 2 because you have to take care of your marriage in order to take care of your kids. Psalm 127:3 says, children are a blessing and a gift from the Lord. And lastly, all of your family present will mentor and help you through the marriage as it goes on. Got 2 verses here. We've got 1 Corinthians 13:8-13. This is the love chapter, so remember this. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. Now that these 3 remain, faith, hope, and love, the greatest of these is love. And from Romans chapter 12, love must be sincere. Hate what is evil, cling to what is good, to be devoted to one another in love, honor one another above yourselves. So with that, we'll exchange vows now. So the couple has written their own vows, and they will do that.
Go first.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. This is really nerve-wracking. Okay.
Speak loud so they can all hear.
Adam, can I hold your hand, please? Okay.
Oh.
You are my best friend, and from today on, you will be my partner in life. It has been almost 4 years since we met, and looking back, there are so many moments that showed me how special you were. I knew you were 1 in a million when you said I could move in with you, and so could Drizzle, even though you don't necessarily like cats, but you like Drizzle. Anyways. And I knew that you would be a great life partner when we got Callie, and she used to follow you around, and you would talk to her and call her your little duck. You know me better than anyone in this world, and somehow, you still manage to love me. You never cease to make me laugh or smile, even during the hardest times. I promise to always love you and give you proud of you stamps. I promise to always watch The Office with you and quote our favorite movies and TV shows. I promise to try and live like a sea turtle and always be your partner in crime. Today I give you everything and more, knowing that today starts forever. Within our marriage, we will build a home, raise a family, and live a life with more happiness and adventure than one lifetime can hold. I love you with all my heart, and I always will. Today I give you my whole heart without strings or conditions, to love you through good times, hard times, and everything in between. I love you, and I can't wait to start this adventure with you.
2 months ago, a friend at work asked me what I think will change after getting married. I thought about it for a minute and answered, hopefully nothing. I mean, I know some things will change. Obviously, if you're ever charged with a felony, the persecution cannot compel me to testify against you. That goes without saying. Our tax filing status will change. Also, we'll probably eventually get tired of watching The Office reruns on Netflix and move on to a new show. And as we get older, we'll probably start taking baby aspirin to reduce our risk for heart attack. That stuff's trivial. Here are some things I know will never change. I vow will never change. I'll keep encouraging you to take risks. I'll keep cranking it to 11 every time Bohemian Rhapsody comes on the radio. I'll keep reminding you not to sweat the small stuff. I'll keep challenging you to try new foods. I'll keep refusing to answer the same exact question 3 times in a row. I'll keep telling you how pretty your blue eyes are. I'll keep trying to convince you that Seinfeld is the greatest television show of all time. I'll keep coming up with new, unique nicknames for you and our dogs. And I'll keep loving you with all my heart. I only ask that you keep doing one thing. Keep being you.
Aww.
Okay, now we're going to have the declaration of intent. So you're already facing each other, but hold hands, please.
This is a dirty tissue.
Okay, Krystyn, I'll ask you first. Krystyn, under the eyes of God, Krystyn, you take Adam to be your lawfully wedded husband. By making this commitment, you are joining in the sacred covenant of marriage. You promise to honor him in love, be sensitive to his needs, to comfort him in difficulty, and to put your full and complete trust in him so long as you both shall live.
I do.
Under the eyes of God, Adam, you take Krystyn to be your lawfully wedded wife. By making this commitment, you are joining in the covenant of marriage. You promise to honor her in love, be sensitive to her needs, to comfort her in difficulty, and to put your full and complete trust in her so long as you both shall live.
I do.
Okay. To commemorate the union, we're now exchanging rings. The circle formed by each ring symbolizes your eternal love and commitment to one another. Let these rings remind you every day of the love and the promise you've made today. So Adam, you'll put her ring on first.
Mine's a tiny one.
And as you do that, repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my love. From this day forward, you shall not walk alone. My heart will be your shelter. And my arms will be your home. Krystyn, as you do that, repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my love. From this day forward, you shall not walk alone. My heart will be your shelter. And my arms will be your home. By the power vested in me by Christ Church in the state of Indiana, I now pronounce you husband and wife, lawfully wedded before God. You may kiss the bride.
We can't?